Hello, my name is Katie Barton and I'm with Factory Direct Crafts. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a chalkboard photo frame. It's a really awesome gift or just a decoration for your home. You can go ahead and write an inspirational quote or a cute memory about the picture in the frame, and it's just a really sweet and personal gift, and it makes a really great personal touch as well. So before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what you'll need to complete this project. The first thing you'll need is a photo frame. So I've chosen this wooden photo frame. I like it a lot because it has a lot of free space to write or draw on with your chalk. You're going to need some chalkboard paint. I got just this little tube. It's a good size for a couple projects. You're going to need a paintbrush or an applicator, and I'm chosen to use this because it's nice and wide. That's going to allow you to cover a good amount of space on your photo frame at once, which will prevent bubbling and also just help with a nice even applicating of the paint. You're also going to need a container to hold your water. And finally, you're going to need just a set of chalk to cure the board once we've finished painting it. So the first step is you're going to go ahead and pour some paint onto your paper. Get a nice pile there. Awesome, there we go. And you're going to want to use masking tape or paper to cover the glass part of your photo. So this is the glass part, and I want to make sure I don't paint over that. So I'm going to just take this piece of paper that I have pre-cut to fit the frame, and I'm going to go ahead and lay it over it. It covers it up just to make sure that no paint gets on the glass area and so you can see your picture. The next step is you're going to go ahead and you're going to take your paintbrush and you're going to dip it in the paint, get a nice thick layer on there, and you're going to go ahead and do your first coat on the frame. So I'm just applying it nice and evenly, starting at the outer corner and working my way down. And you're just going to go ahead and cover the surface of your board. Just like this. As you can see, the first layer is pretty thin, which is why you have to do a couple of coats. And you want to make sure when you're applying it that it stays nice and even so that it'll be the same density throughout. And that's just going to make it easier to write on, and it also prevents bubbling later. And pour out some more paint. This is also a really fun project to do at a birthday party. You can just go ahead and get the kids' frames, and it's really easy for them to complete, and it's a really nice project to have. Once again, just being careful to avoid the middle part of my frame with the glass so I don't cover up my picture later. Nice and even coat. Just like so. Awesome. And this is what it will look like once you've completed your first coat of paint. Hello, we're back. So I did the first coat on this photo frame yesterday, and I let it dry overnight. It says on the bottle that it takes an hour or two to dry, but I just let it sit to make sure it's completely dry so I don't peel up the first layer of paint when I do my second layer. So now I'm just going to go ahead and put on a second coat. And I think 2 coats should be enough to make sure it's thoroughly covered. So you're just going to put it on nice and even, just like you did with the first coat. So we'll be back when this is done, and you'll be able to see what it looks like finished. Hello, we're back. So what I've done is I have painted now 2 coats of chalkboard paint on this picture frame, and I'm going to do the final step, which is conditioning the picture frame so it's ready for use. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take a piece of chalk. I'm using white chalk today, and you're going to just go ahead and rip off the piece of paper that's protecting the glass. So I did that. And I'm going to take the chalk and I'm going to rub it evenly across the picture frame. And you just want to make sure you get a nice and even layer. And you're just going to cover all sides of it. And this is just going to make it ready for use, your chalkboard ready for use. So I'm just covering it nice and white all the way to the edges. And it should look like this when you're done, so it's nice and white. And you're just going to go ahead and erase that chalk off. And then you will have a chalkboard photo frame that is complete and ready to use. I hope you enjoyed this fun craft and have a lot of fun experimenting with the various options, what you can do with it. Give it as a gift to someone and they are sure to love that you thought of them in this really personal way. Thank you for watching today.